Hello everyone to a new YouTube video by me, DavDav Building. In this video I will be showcasing you this new and very cool base I built. I believe that this base will take away the place from the Tiger 2, which I showed you in a previous video how to build, as my new favorite base because of 3 main points. First, it looks a lot better. Second, it's easier to build. And third, it can be built in 6 stages, which will be shown on the screen right here, making it an excellent base to build as a starter because it grows with you over the whole vibe. Now, while giving you a little tour of this base, let me tell you some things about it. In the entrance here, we have our airlock, which uses a triangle ladder hatch as an easy airlock that gives you a good shooting angle at people camping in front of your door. And behind another sheet metal door, we have our dropbox room, which you can fill in any way that you want. Going up the ladder hatch, we get to our first chute, which uses 2 ladder hatches to make going down even harder. Our loot room is a simple full sheet metal reinforced glass window room, which you can fill in any way you want. It is designed as a solo duo trio base, but because the base has the potential to add another 8 loot rooms, which I can show you how to do in another video if you want. It can be used by big groups as well that don't need 60+ rocket protection bases. This base is 4-side symmetrical and everything revolves around a floor stacked with lower foundation square core, which separates the base using window frames on the second floor. If you have a problem with getting through them, you can do it as I do by adding chests in front to make going through easier. In our core we have our workbench, which by using Evil Wars trick we put into a single triangle, and on the opposite side that we have another window which leads us to our unlootable vending machine TC room. Which, if you don't know how to build this, I have linked you a video by me on how to do it in the description below. As you can see, this base only has a very small shooting floor with these 4 squares on every corner of the base. If these aren't enough for you, you can easily add another shooting floor by adding a 3rd layer of stone window frames with metal embrasures going all around the base. This base at the moment is quite empty. I have left it this way to show how much space you have, which you can use for anything that you want. Now we're going to begin building the base. For this we're going to do some floor stacking, but unlike in the last bases I showed you, we are not trying to make the floor stacking as small as possible, but unlike the other bases that I showed you previously, we're trying to leave a gap that big that we can place the lower floor, upgrade it, and then place the upper one. Let's begin. This is about the gap we want. Look at how high the lower foundation is compared to the upper one and try to replicate that for you while building. We are going to check if we can place the upper foundation after already upgrading the lower one. If this is the case, we can go on building. We are again going to build out like this. But this time we are not going to come back with a triangle, but a square. This will be the footprint for our starter base, so let's build that one. Of course, as always, if you don't have the materials to build the base full stone at the beginning, you can leave it wood. This floor, as well as this door frame, should be left wood for the beginning because we're going to headshot them out later. This door frame will be upgraded to stone because it will be part of our unlootable vending machine loot room, which will come in here. I won't be building that one in this building tutorial, but if you want to know how to build it, I will link it down below in the description. Let's add our doors, and now we have a working airlock as well as a square to begin our work with. Once we have more resources, we can expand by adding another square foundation here, another wooden door frame here, stone walls, a stone floor here for our stability, another wood floor here, and a stone floor here. Adding the door here. This will be our second stage of building. We can use this square here to store some additional loot or furnaces once we run out of space in our main loot room. Going on building, we are going to begin adding the second floor. Door frame goes here. Upgrade the stone. If you have problems with placing the walls on the upper height, you can simply place twig floors above here for the beginning to make that easier. Once you are this far, you can spawn in your bed below again and start hatcheting out this door frame, and this floor. We will seal this gap with a wall, upgrade to stone. To get up and down, we're going to add floor frames here. As well as a ladder here to allow us to jump up and use this door to get to the outside. We are going to add a half height square floor here, upgrade to stone, as well as a foundation here, upgrade to stone as well. This will be our way to get up to the base. This door will be our entrance. This is the third stage of building. Let's go to the next one. For this we are going to add windows here and here. Add another ring of foundations. Cover them all up with walls. Get up into the base, we're going to use this door. To make jumping up here easier, we are going to add another half height floor right here. This can be upgraded to stone because we will later make our Dropbox room here as well. Another foundation goes here, allowing us to jump into the base. If you, like me, have problems jumping through these windows, we can make it a lot easier by simply adding chests in this square, like this. This is the 4th stage of the base. Let's upgrade it into the 5th stage. If you can't place this ladder edge here, you'll need to go back into here, pick up these boxes, and now you should be able to place it. Replace the boxes afterwards. Now that we are done with the 5th stage, we can go on with the progression into the 6th one. We can start doing this once we have our workbench level 3, which how to place I will show you here. Now we're going to begin with the placement of all the walls in the interior. you have problems with placing certain floors, you might need to pick up some garage doors. This is a mistake. We won't be placing a garage door here. Now we're going to upgrade all the floors to metal. From now on, I will be upgrading everything to its final building stage. Once we are this far, we can start by adding the second floor everywhere. This will be also upgraded to metal. Once you have the materials to do so, all the triangles next to the core will be upgraded to HQM. Now the base should look something like this, and now we are going to add the last layer of honeycomb all around. The foundations here are getting upgraded to metal because of the way floor stacking bases work. The foundations are always a weak point. These walls here will be made metal to prevent people from splash damaging into multiple loot rooms too easy at the same time. Upgrading these walls right here will make your loot rooms a bit more protected. The base build is now completed. As you can see, there is a lot of empty space inside of this base, and I didn't fill in any of the loot rooms. This is because I wanted to leave you as the player who's going to live in the space the option to customize it in a way that suits your style of playing best. Now that we are done with building, let's go into how we raid the space. Now we get into raiding the base. The cheapest way that I found in raiding to the DC, as well as the 4 main loot rooms, is the 51 rockets. How to do this, I will show you now. The cheapest way to raid a single loot room is 12 rockets. The cheapest way to raid 2 of them is 20. If you want 2 main loot rooms as well as the DC room, you can spend 31 rockets, dividing the upkeep of 3,000 stone, 35 high quality metal and 4.6 thousand metal by 51 rockets gives us the efficiency of the space, which comes out to about 21.7. This is a very good upkeep, considering that to reach this cheap of a raid on the base, the raider will need to know where the entrance into the unlootable is and that he has to raid the base from 2 separate angles. If you liked the video, give it a like, and if people ask for it, I will make another video on the space to show you how you can add more loot in bedrooms and upgrade it for bigger goods. This was the video, I hope you enjoyed it, thank you all for watching, until next time, later.